So my question was, why did she take that woman's husband?
You are a low-down, dirty individual.
You're being Portia's assistant.
You're coming in hot.
You are bigger and you're better than that, Kenya.
Yeah, I wanted you to turn that off. Juicy.
Welcome to another exciting episode of View Reality, your go-to podcast for all things and everything reality. I'm Mark Prince.
And I'm Delgado. And we have another exciting episode for you guys tonight. So go ahead and grab you a cup of hot tea, because what's the best way to discuss reality with a hot cup of tea?
If not with a lovely cup of tea.
I mean, hey. Hot, lovely at the same time.
I know, right? Potato.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, but today, yeah, we're talking a different tone, right? Not like a different tone, but we have, something.
We're going down a different avenue.
Okay, I mean, come to think of it, this is View Reality.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't it be bad if we don't give our view on
Okay.
a reality TV show? So we
Mm.
had to give our view on a reality TV show because
Let's
this is
go.
what View Reality. Okay, so you know me too well, and you know I'm a lover of reality TV shows and a number one fan of
Mm.
Housewives. Look, I love reality TVs, but when it comes to my top, it has to be Housewives. Then when it comes to the Housewives
Atlanta,
franchise,
Utah, Miami,
Okay.
Potomac, which one?
Lagos,
Which one
Abuja,
which-
name it. You name it.
Okay.
I have all of them. So today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16.
Mm.
They are in, I think, 3 episodes in, right?
I believe so, yeah. I
Okay.
think it's the three
Okay.
episodes.
Yeah, 3 episodes in. So I just want to ask you. So
Okay.
from episode 1, from season 16, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, what do you think about the this season so far? What's your view on this season so far?
Ooh, let's start with the cast.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start with the cast. I've been a fan of Real Housewives of Atlanta for years now.
You introduced me to
Oh.
it. Yeah, you did.
Nene is the OG.
Okay,
So,
come
you
on,
know,
Nene
look,
Leaks.
You better lift the garage.
Garage
And see the cars in my garage when you lift the goddamn
Yeah,
garage
garage.
up. Don't tell me what has been. Tell me what's now. Okay. Look, I love Nene. I miss her, but let me just say this.
Mhm.
This cast, some of them, I'm still trying to figure out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight to Angela.
Angela Oakley or something.
Yeah,
Oak,
yeah.
yeah.
She's with the former basketball player
Mhm,
Charles.
mhm.
Is it
Charles, yeah, I
Okay.
think it's Charles. Yeah, Angela.
I'm still trying to figure out. I love how she defends her friend, but
Which friend was she defending?
who is it?
Drew.
No, was it Drew?
Was it the situation with Drew and Portia?
Yes. And then anyway, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into it. So
I'm
just tell me about the cast. Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out a little bit about Angela.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get her character down
Mm.
pat. It's not too much to figure out. I feel like it's gonna be an easy read, more like an easy draw.
Wow.
She's like an easy draw to
the
me.
shade. You're shading her.
Yeah,
now.
it gives a little Latoya.
Latoya Jackson.
Jackson. Okay, moving on.
Shamia said that.
Yeah, she sure
She
did.
said that.
Shamia,
Okay.
she is the glue to this cast.
This is my thing with Shamia. What has Bravo been doing all these years?
Hiding her. She should have had a peach years ago.
Long before
Let me
now.
tell you something. That Shamia.
Oh, look who came to visit. Hey, Zoe.
Oh, you have anything you'd like to say?
Where's your mic?
The mic is on. Let me say this.
Mm.
Shamia, she came on as a friend years
Yes.
ago, a friend of Portia.
Mhm.
And her entire lifestyle has been hidden from us.
Yeah. You know what I would say about Shamia? Yeah, she's humble
She's very humble.
because not
she
to name
didn't brag
names,
about anything she
just
had.
like some people we know who came as friends as well. Not to name names. But yeah, when that episode aired,
Mhm.
Baby has an elevator in her house.
She has an elevator in her house. First of all, that house has a house inside of it.
Okay.
I didn't know which way to go.
Do you know? Let me ask you a question. Do you know what the
Mm.
man who pooped in an elevator said?
Mm.
He said, "I'm taking this shit to the next level."
Okay, Cynthia.
That's what. That's what Shemia did.
That's what
She took
Shamia
it
did.
to the next level.
When she got her peach and she got on this show, she took it to the next level.
Yes.
She showed us a lifestyle that a lot of us out here did not know that she had.
No way.
And that's what I love about a person when they say they live a private life.
Yes.
She lived a private life for years.
For years.
And the only thing that we knew that she was a friend of the show of
was
Portia.
Portia. That's it.
That was
That's it. Nothing
That's it.
else.
We didn't know
There was
nothing else.
nothing else to her.
But when she came on this season and unfolded her life, it gave me vulnerable. She's being vulnerable to us like Candy did.
Yes.
She brought her family.
Yes.
She let us know
Yeah.
this is what I
Oh,
have.
Yes.
It can be taken away at any given moment, but she cherished every moment of it. She don't
Yeah.
take anything for granted. That's what I love about Shamia.
And you see the car husband got her for birthday? Baby.
I was like, damn.
Child. That
what I gotta
African
do-
man has it. He has it.
He got it. He's taking care of his queen.
Yeah.
He's taking care of his queen
As he
and their
should.
beautiful children.
Yeah.
And I love her daughter's name, Shiloh.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, yeah, me too. She's pretty.
I love
Like,
that
she's
name.
lovely.
Love her name, beautiful children.
So who's
Congratulations, Shamia.
Yeah.
I'm proud
Yeah,
of you.
congratulations. We're proud of you. And I'm happy you got your pitch.
That Brit chick.
Okay. Now you know. Like when you see me right here, I am Team Tour. Team Moment. Team Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucking more.
100%. You know, don't get me wrong now. I hold Kenya accountable for some things.
Me-
But
no,
so far.
look, we'll get into that. Let's just go with the cast.
Okay.
So what do you think about
'Cause
Brit?
we trying to get off topic. These
Okay.
people, we 3 episodes in and these girls is crazy. Brit, I feel like she's trying too hard. I feel like that she sat back long enough to figure out the cast before her presence.
Yeah, she sat like a fan and
And-
watched them.
Yeah.
She kept the
And
cable
now
on.
she's trying to come on and trying to attack someone where you can actually be friends
Friends with her. Okay.
You know, get to know a person before you try to shoot a person down or shade them. I can say the episode that premiered, you know, Sunday night,
Mm-hmm.
and the situation that happened with her in Kenya.
Yeah.
I'm 100% on Kenya's side.
Me too.
100%
Me
on
too.
Kenya's side.
I mean, everybody knows. I mean, people who know me know I'm Team Kenya. But in that situation, I'm not being biased. I'm being
Mm.
for real. Brit, right?
yeah,
Yeah. She was doing too much.
yeah. She was
I feel like
doing
she
a
was
lot.
trying so hard to impress.
Yeah.
To,
And who you trying to
force
impress?
drama? Like what?
I gotta let that bitch know. I'm not. Don't play with me, bitch.
She's good.
Everything's fine. You got.
A little.
I mean, I still got my pistol, so I'm good regardless.
Girl, Kenny's here. We ain't worried.
Okay, can I put this in my car?
America is just, you know, they're not prohibited. You can go out into this world and
Ooh,
you can get you a
Jesus.
gun anywhere that 3rd degree.
No, it's nice. No,
Okay.
you know the tea is always tea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we cheers to that.
And we Ooh.
All right. But we live in a world where, you know, America have these gun laws
Mhm.
and they're not prohibited here.
Yeah.
Anybody can get a gun, anyone can pull a trigger, and no bullets have a name on it.
True.
So for her to leave that event and she's doing all this stuff,
and she
"Where's
was
my
saying that on
husband?"
camera, like,
Yeah.
girl.
I'm Kenya. I'm Kenya all the way,
Yeah.
because my thing is this. We all have the right to protect ourselves. But if I left my house tonight and I'm not knowing what encounter I might have with someone, and I actually have an encounter, and I overhear that person saying very loud that they have a gun and they have a pistol, I
Yeah.
will sit back too.
Yeah,
because
me
at the
too.
same
Yeah,
time,
because you may.
I know I didn't leave my house packing, and I
And-
don't know what you may have.
Okay.
So Kenya, shut up.
Yeah, she did
kept-
great.
She,
She
she
did great.
did exactly what
And
she was
then
supposed to.
seeing what happened like next week,
hmm
she was like, "You came with a pupil,"
Yeah.
because she said she came with a pistol, right?
Yeah.
Kenya's like, "I'm coming with a
And
bazooka."
then she's calling her husband and,
Yeah.
you know, if you want this, you can get this.
Yeah.
What y'all's got to do with it? This ain't Patricia.
Okay. All right. So that's that for Brit.
Mhm.
Drew, what do you think about Drew?
She could have stayed off this season. When they cut her last time, she actually should have stayed off. Because, you know, I think this storyline that is coming with her divorce or her separation, that now that Ralph is in the basement,
You are just shading everybody.
I mean, I'm just trying to
you
understand.
need a peach?
I'm just trying to understand. You know, he's in the basement now.
For real.
They
For
say he's in a
real.
closet, but he's definitely in the basement.
Ralph the basement. That's his name.
Ralph the basement. But my thing is like, Drew, each season you premiered,
Your story
you
is
was
on...
the queen of lying.
Oh, Jesus.
Everyone catch her in her lies.
Ooh.
Whenever production played the tape back,
Mm-mm-mm.
production,
Roll it back.
roll it back, production, roll it back, production. You know, every time when they roll it back, we catch her in her lies.
Yeah.
And
She-
then for
she
her
be
to say that
steady lying.
she never talked to Dennis outside of a group chat or outside of, you know, the brotherhood or music,
Girl.
they wrote that tape back so clear.
Okay.
I would have just said, yeah, I'm gonna cut myself off a cast.
And the thing with her, like it's been too long. Like, girl, are you divorcing or are you still?
You know,
what are you
but you know what?
doing?
I think when it comes to relationships, things do take time.
Okay.
When they cut her from the last seasons, I don't even remember the season that she was on, but I just feel like her storylines was just never it. In this one now, I don't like the way she's portraying it.
Yes, it's all greased with lies, girl. Like, are you Peter or Patricia? Which one are you? It's Drew. But let's see. Let's see
Are you Drew or Drea?
Okay, let's see what happens. You know, with this season. Let's see what happens. Now let's go down to our baby girl,
Who?
Williams. My Nigerian sister. I mean, she was married to a Nigerian for 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks?
Oh, you talking about Portia?
Mhm.
How we gonna save her for the last? Let's get on Kelly.
Oh,
Is it
Lord.
Kelly?
Silicon Baby?
No, it's the city of waffles.
Child, baby, you need to slow down with them fillers, okay?
Yo, please slow down. But you know what? I'm still trying to figure her out.
But so far, I love her energy. She's standing on business and she's not biased yet. She says what she means and she means what she says.
A question that the whole world wanted to know.
Not even want to know. The whole world have been running around.
Why did you take that man? Why did you take that girl's husband?
Yes. She was like, my question was, why did she take that man's husband?
Like, she
Why did she take that woman's husband?
did not hold back.
No.
And I love a woman. I love anyone. I love any individual that stand on
business.
Say
what you mean as
if you
mean what you
said
say.
it, own it. And she owned it. But I will say this, with Kelly, I love the fact that she is trying to start her business. I would love to try her waffles. I love chicken and waffles.
Yes.
I love a good chicken and waffle. But when it came to her husband that tried to take everything from her because he felt like that she could not do it all without him,
Yeah.
I don't like an individual like that.
Nah.
I do love the fact that she is a strong Black woman, especially for her children, and then her foundation that she is, her charity foundation that she do have based off of her for
And
her
she's
daughters.
taking care of her kids. They
Her
look
family's
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Her
beautiful.
family's
family.
really beautiful. But when it do come to her character for the show, I think she's gonna be the bone carrier. Like
Yeah,
Sheree.
she comes off very animated. She's
Yeah.
very, like, yeah. She is just, she's staring the pot.
Okay, now you just wait a goddamn minute, Kelly. Like,
But I feel like I'm not gonna. Sorry, I'm not gonna. Sorry, I'm not gonna.
Kelly allergies.
Okay, Kelly allergies is kicking in. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be like a huge fan of Kelly,
Okay.
but I don't mind her. Like, I'm okay to see her.
It
on
was
my
a
screen.
question for Britt, Kelly, and Angela when they came into the show because I'm just like, who are these people? I never seen them before, but you know, there's always a history behind every cast member.
Yes.
And clearly, prior seasons, people on the show now knew them.
Mhm.
So I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about
Cynthia Bailey. Let's talk about Bailey though. Coming back as a friend. What do you think? Why do you think she want to come back as a friend and not a pitch holder?
What would she bring to the story?
Hey, Jesus. You're not being nice at all. You know I love Cynthia.
No, I love Cynthia too. I love her down. Let me tell you, I got a lot of memes in my phone about it with Cynthia.
Yeah,
I love
she
me some
is
Cynthia.
everything.
But at some point, there is a time in our life where we do deserve a break, and it's okay
Yeah.
to show up at someone's table as a friend.
Yeah, I saw
You
a
don't have to
podcast where
always
she
hold the
said,
crown with something.
being a friend gives her time to go to. She's big time in the movies
She's
now.
able to do things.
Yeah,
that she
shoot her movie,
desires.
shoot her films.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
cool.
So this is a break for her.
Yeah.
So when I say what would she bring, I'm not being shady because I know for a fact she can bring it.
She can bring it, but at
a
the
new
moment,
husband.
yeah.
But
The storyline.
what will be the storyline exactly? So her coming on as a friend, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm all for it.
Mhm.
Pampered,
Who?
pampered by Portia.
Okay, no, let's talk about my girl, Kenya Moore. I mean, we know what had happened prior to this season airing. We know what had happened, the situation and everything. And I just want to see, how do you feel about Kenya not having, even like, other people, they write Cynthia, friend of Portia, Cynthia, blah, 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 like Cynthia being a friend. They just putting her name as Kenya. She doesn't even have a confessional. And Ralph has.
You remember what Phaedra said? That's why she's Kenya Moore whore.
No, I'm asking
No.
you, what do you not think Bravo did her dirty? Like, that's not cool.
I think Bravo. I think at the time Bravo probably felt like they needed to take the necessary steps of what happened.
Then wipe her
But
away from the entire.
My thing is this: what they say, what's done in the dark will always come to light. It's going to take us to actually see how this unfolds, because all we know is that she was completely removed from this season.
Yeah.
And now that we're on episode 3,
Three.
we actually seeing what's happening.
But
I can say this:
Mhm.
now that I've seen episode 3,
Yeah.
and what Kenya did, it does not justify anyone's actions.
What, she just
However,
asked you a question. That's just the
However-
question, though.
what you mean?
The only reason why Brit has this, beef with her is because she asked her, "Is that your wedding ring? Is that your second marriage?"
But we all know how Kenya can be shady.
I could tell you that Kenya wasn't being shady.
No, Kenya was definitely being shady.
No, she wasn't. I
Then
disagree.
this is coming from someone who's shady. You comes off shady too.
I know, but I'm being very honest. Like,
No,
with all due respect.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this, and I'm hate to cut you off. Kenya was wrong.
No, she wasn't.
Okay.
That's the question. Just ask her, are you married? Is that your second marriage? Say yes or no. Besides, the girl was wearing an engagement ring. That's not a wedding band.
If someone is married,
Mhm.
and if you ask a simple question, are you married? And if that person answers, yes, I'm married. What made you assume that was her second marriage, or what possessed you to even ask
That's
that
why
question?
she asked. You get to know people by asking questions, and then you know them. She asked a very simple question.
Kenya
But
was being shady.
no, she wasn't. Where's my camera? No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. Anyways, what are your takes? What is your view on Bravo not giving her a single confession? This is unfair because Braid, or whatever thing she's called, comes on her confessional and say things. Now, this means the story is one-sided. No one has listened to Kenya, because if she had a confessional, she'll be able to explain her side. But she
I'm
can't.
quite sure she's going to be able to. Them not giving her a confessional to actually explain her side of anything that has happened these 3 episodes
Mhm.
is unfair.
Very unfair.
Very unfair. I will agree with you on that. The last argument, I'm not agreeing with you on at all.
Okay.
But when it comes to the confessional, they could at least gave her something to speak about. Or maybe she just didn't want to do it. Maybe they did probably.
I don't think she would want to do it. I think they did not ask her to do it because you see the scene where this scene at the Kenya Moore Health Spa.
Mhm.
I think that was Kenya's. That was her.
Mm.
That was her scene.
Yeah, and it could have been a perfect confessional for that.
That was her scene. But they had to
Welcoming
put
people.
it. Yeah.
For us to get a better insight about, because what we remember last time, she launched her hair care.
Now she has a hair spa.
Now she has a whole building.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
The purple and white.
That's
Perfect.
my color. That's my favorite color. Purple.
It was perfect. It gave. I think because I don't know Atlanta, Georgia that much.
Mhm.
Just going off what I've seen so far,
Mhm.
that is probably a top tier hair salon
Yes,
right now.
that looks
in that
amazing,
upcoming
and it has
area,
a spa as well.
in that upcoming area.
Yeah,
so
that's
kudos
beautiful.
to Kenya,
Yeah.
definitely for that. That's beautiful. That's
Kudos
beautiful.
to you. You did good, mom. Okay. The elephant in the room.
Portia,
Mm-hmm.
girl, why did you take that lady's man? But no, that was a valid question that homegirl asked, because honestly, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. When she went to that man's house
Yeah.
and they was all in there having a good
That
time,
was,
you
what
came on
season
as
was that? Because that's the
What's
season
that?
with all the OGs.
Yeah, I think that was either 9 or
9 or 10,
but I could
yeah.
be wrong. But it was so quick. It's like I went to sleep. Let's say I woke up one day and her and Dennis Divorce.
Not
Broke
Dennis.
up. Then her. Listen
Yeah.
to me. Follow me what I'm saying.
Okay.
I woke up one morning, her and Dennis was divorced. I went to sleep. She woke up married to Simon. That's how
Crazy.
fast it went.
Crazy.
And then like 3 days later, they're divorcing. But you know what? What goes around comes around. Karma is a bitch. You cannot take someone.
Click the clank.
Clank the clank.
Really?
The karma is a bitch, honey.
Carrie's voice.
Look. You cannot, however, come into someone's home, even if the door is cracked.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the one to be knocking on and saying housekeeping.
And then when they asked her, she was like, I just texted him. I'm like, I see what's going on within you and your wife. My prayer goes out to you. Why would you text him? She is your friend, not the husband.
She wanted that lifestyle.
Yeah, but now she's seen the lifestyle.
Now she's seen the lifestyle
all
because
that glitters is not
now
gold.
The grass ain't green on the other side.
Because it's filled with rubbish.
You better keep your lawn dull as possible. If you got a little brown edges in there, it's okay to patch them up.
She would have just, stick with the hot dogs. Baby, eat them, drink water so you don't constipate. Keep eating the hot dogs.
Like a lot of people saying, no one knew that Dennis had a little executive music behind him. I thought he was slaying Cooney dogs.
Child, please.
I still want a chili dog.
Look, I don't know, but this is my opinion. This whole music producer, brother in the music, yeah, that's BS for me.
Hold on one second. Because when it you hear that too?
Yeah. Chill out, though.
When it comes to Portia
Mm-hmm.
and her business,
Yeah.
she's very passionate about everything that she want to do when it comes to her businesses.
Yep.
I always said she had the best hairstyles on the show.
The Go Naked. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's snatching laces. Okay, you hear me?
Yeah.
And also when it comes to her home decor,
Amazing.
pampered by Portia.
Yes.
Now, being that it was
sheets.
just sheets, she's trying to do comforters. She
Which
wants.
is good.
She want to do. I think
She
towel
said,
sets.
yeah, she said
Like,
interior decor.
She wanted to do a
yeah.
whole home decor. I'm going to be for that. Now, girl, I'm going to want me a comforter, but I still want to know why you took that ladies, man. But I'm going to want me some sheets. I ain't going to lie. Not the ones you slept on.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, Portia, focus on you
Right.
and your business and your daughter.
Okay.
But I don't know. Like I seen something in the blog today that her and Dennis got married. I don't know how true it is.
Portia got married to Dennis.
They got engaged again.
Engaged.
But now look, I'm gonna sit on this because I'm telling you, some blogs be lying.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Just
I
for
seen it on the
storylines.
blog.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the comments was dragging her.
But I will say this, right?
Mm.
Drag her for what? Listen, I live
Live
a
your
life.
life.
I live a life where I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care what you think I'm
Mhm.
doing because you know what's funny?
Mm.
You say people in the comments are dragging her.
Well,
That is how close you can get to her.
that's it.
That is hating from the outside.
Yep. The only
Hate
you
from
can
the
only get in the
outside.
comment section.
Yes.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm having my view about this too,
Mhm.
and that's the closest I would get to her. I
Yes,
ain't gonna
of
hold you.
course. So-
However, sometimes us discussing their lifestyle, it also comes with a compliment because everyone got something going on good for
Of
themselves.
course, yes.
And they got beautiful homes.
Beautiful homes.
Beautiful husband, beautiful children. But I can say this season, Shamia is going to hold weight on everybody.
Listen, Shamia, sorry, mix up the name.
Hold on. I'm so sorry.
What?
The black chic attire. Now, why the hell did Kenya come in there looking damn like a turquoise?
You know what they say.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have did that.
You know that's my girl. You know what they say. Listen, if I'm to be a housewife,
Look.
now, let me give you my tagline, and you will give me yours.
Okay.
If I'm to be a housewife, right? This would be my tagline. The difference between I and these bitches is when they sit, I stand. Now when they stand, I stand out. That's what Kenya did. She was like, I'm not coming here with black. Baby, I'm standing out.
Honey,
And she did. Now give me your tagline.
why follow the rules where they can always be broken?
Yes. So you hear that? Why follow the rules when they can always be broken?
Look,
Okay.
because that's Kenya all the way.
Yes.
She's talking about she did not see that. She didn't get the memo, honey. It was in bold.
Baby, I am dead.
Black
I am dead.
chic
Deal with
attire.
it.
But let me tell you something. I'm not even going to lie to you. I won't even hold you. My mouth dropped when Kenya walked through that door. And the only thing that ran through my mind is I said, that is something I do.
I know you. You would do it. No, for real, you would do
That
it.
is something I would do.
You will.
And it doesn't make it right. No, because at some point we have to follow the rules, but sometimes they're meant to
But
be
baby, if I look
broken.
in the mirror and that blood doesn't look good on me,
Hmm.
and I find something else, like you said, she
Hmm.
said, "So what are you wearing?" She was like, "It's Versace." I like
Oh, look, fuck the color. It's Versace.
She knew it was the color they're referring to, but she was like, "It's
she
Versace."
did.
Kenya
But
is
Shamia
good
had-
TV.
Shamia had the best dress in that
Oh,
whole
that dress was
crowd.
amazing. The
It
dress
was amazing.
beautiful.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Now at that dinner table,
Mm-hmm.
and she played her record,
Portia.
Portia. Now, why did you kept saying that's your voice? Sounds like Drew. That's your voice. I don't like.
Okay, you know when she was that's her voice. I saw the shade, or I don't know, the jealousy in her eyes.
What happened to congratulations?
I
It's
know.
not good. You're my best friend.
But when they called to her confessional and she says, I mean, I thought it was Drew because it sounded good. Are you trying to say she doesn't sound good?
I really feel like, in another sense, she deeply feel like Shamia don't have that voice.
That voice.
And I don't like that.
Let me
because
tell you, with a friend like that, you don't need an enemy.
you don't.
They're doing both.
They too close. Look. They too close.
And let me just, this is not just the first time Portia has been, some kind of shady when it
Mhm.
comes to her friendship with, when Phaedra did the
Yeah.
stuff, she sided Phaedra. Like she
Yeah.
was
She
all
did.
Team Phaedra. That's not fair.
She did.
I don't need a friend like that.
She did. And you know what? Also too, at that dinner table when Kelly, when they did the questions
Yes.
and everything, Kelly needed a moment. I really feel like she tried to have a moment with
Mhm,
Kenya.
yeah.
That was unfair. That was really
Is
unfair.
it Kelly
because
or Brit?
Brit? I'm
Brit,
so sorry.
yeah.
Not Kelly.
Not
It was
Kelly,
Brit.
Brit, yeah.
I'm so sorry. Ooh, I'm so sorry. That
Because they asked her 3 questions. Everybody had one. Why you
everyone
ask?
had one. And they put Kenya under the radar at that damn table. I'm so sorry. I meant Brit. But you know what? Brit needed that moment. She wanted a moment. She didn't need it. She wanted a
She
moment.
wanted it, yeah.
Because the question that was asked, she answered genuinely.
Yeah,
And it was
generalized it, but she was like, but it wasn't for everyone. It was Brit asking. She was like, I could speak to everyone calmly and politely. And she
Absolutely.
kept on digging in.
She kept digging because my thing is, if I don't like you, I can be cordial with you.
Let me tell you, Brit's situation.
Mhm.
She sat home, went from season 5 when Kenya and Portia joined,
Mhm.
watched it up until season 15 last year.
Mhm.
So okay, I'm gonna come for her. She just came with the intention of,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna fight with you.
She sat back and plotted on it. Like that's exactly what she wanted to do.
And she said in her confessional, she was like, "Yeah, I already had my preconceived notion about her. Why would you? You don't even know her. This is what people do. I don't inherit enemies. No, I want to get to know you for you and for me.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna judge you based of what someone said about you.
Absolutely.
That's not cool.
Yeah, because what you see about a person is not actually their character.
Yeah.
Sometimes we all get out of character. We get in a room full of people, and the first thing you want to do is observe. You got to observe your circle. And anyone who try to shade you, sometimes you got to let them walk.
Yeah.
But there won't be a second time. It won't be a third time because the first time I gave you grace,
Mhm.
but the second time you're gonna be asking for mercy.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's exactly what she was trying to have Kenya do, ask for mercy.
Yeah.
Because Kenya made it very clear that, I can speak, cordially to everybody. She don't have to emphasize on anyone's name.
She was just doing too much. Like
She
it
did
was
too
too
much.
much. Oh, girl.
She did
take a chill
100%
pill.
too much. And that right there, when she start bringing up the gun, the pistol,
The
and all that,
pistol, the whip, girl.
honey, that can get you easily kicked out the show and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
But
I just don't know what. And this is me just saying it. Bravo has been doing Kenya dirty from day one.
Mhm,
They have.
mhm.
Mama, you are a queen,
I'm not
okay?
gonna say not since day one.
No, Gerardo, listen. With the fight with Portia,
Mm.
someone was pulled down. And y'all were running after Portia. Like,
So you mean to tell me that I'm not going to say that her actions was valid, but there is a time where we be provoked, and we don't know how to. We gotta control our actions.
no, this is
true.
my thing. It happened, right? The fight has happened. What I'm saying is, when Portia dragged Kenya down, right?
Mhm.
Everybody rallied around Portia. You are the one who attacked someone.
Yeah,
and
she
people are,
did.
yeah, but so why are people running around you?
You have so much built up. You're going through a divorce. You may be losing everything around you, and you have someone around you provoking you. You never know what limit you have until you are fully at that breaking point. And then you snap.
I get that, but I just don't think it is justifiable.
But that's why a lot of people. I'm not saying it's justifiable, but what I'm saying, I'm going to answer your question or statement as good as possible. I think a lot of people had to go around push her at that time because they seen a side of her no one did, and I think that was the best way to calm her down.
Really?
Because let's say that
and the victim goes because she was not the victim at that moment.
Let's say if no one else was around, how far could Pusha really would have took that? My thing is this. I would want someone to walk me out the room too if I feel like that I might take it there.
Well, what I'm just saying is this: like,
Kenya done some things.
I know, but previous seasons,
Kenya done that things with Phaedra. Kenya done the thing with Portia. Kenya will walk in the room.
What did she do with Phaedra?
What do you mean, Apollo?
Okay,
she flirted with that man's husband.
It's a flirt. She didn't sleep with him.
Just like last episode, flirting is cheating.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, everything came to light, and it was all made up.
Okay, well, let it be made up. Even if it wasn't made up, it's still not right.
Look, I'm just gonna say this because I am not one person who likes to, sweep the truth under the carpet. No, I don't do that. You can roll your eyes all you want. For Apollo and Portia's Kenya situation, the truth came to light. He lied on her.
Of course, but at the same time, when you look back, we're not even gonna go all the way back.
Okay, let's just focus on this season, child, because I don't want to. We'll keep arguing about it. But what I'm saying is, bottom line is, Bravo as a company or whatever, they've not really done her good. They've not done right by her, to be honest. And cutting her off this season, and I've seen this going on for a long time. I will just say talk about it today. Cutting her off and watch it. Raph got a confessional, and a real housewife did not. That is unfair. Listen, Kenya, I don't know if you would left with me. I'm not coming back.
Well, I think it's only fair if Ralph had got a confessional because they are either A, going through a divorce and co-parenting, and B, that he's living down in the basement. I think so far that I have seen, he's trying his best to be the best father for his children.
Oh, yeah, for his children,
I
yes.
like the co-parenting of them. I do like that side. I feel like they're being more vulnerable against each other.
Don't forget, at the end of the day, it's Drew. It's for the camera. Look, I don't think you saw last season, did you?
I didn't really tune in that much.
I did. Boring. So Rav is, go on, Rav. Go on to the basement. Just go there. Go on to the basement.
And lock the door.
Lock the door, okay? Be there.
Okay.
But, let's just, keep watching this season and
see where it goes.
And give our opinions. But so far, I feel like it's going to be a great season.
Yes.
But the newbies, y'all need to calm down. Like, bring it down a few notch. Bring it down.
Especially Britt.
Like, go, you look at your husband.
Britt need to go and sit down on the couch for a while, drink her some hot tea.
And take care of your husband. I'm saying it. Your husband. Yeah. Husband. Child, please.
Or wife.
Okay.
But, look. What is happening with Kenya right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait on it. I'm gonna wait. Before I say this, I have to wait on it. I'm gonna watch a few more episodes.
Okay, but I think next week is her last episode.
Okay.
For the season. I mean, we could watch it and give our commentary on that.
To see it.
Yeah, but
you can't always play with people.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I got this. You don't come for me unless I send for you, and do not tell me how to come back at you.
But she went for Britt first.
No, she did not.
I think we're never going to be on the same page with this.
Yeah, we'll not be on the same page because, with all due respect, you're not making no sense. No, she did not.
Who's not making no sense?
You.
Because she asked that girl, was that her second husband?
And since when did it become a crime to ask people questions?
That question was actually disrespectful to a woman who only has one husband.
Oh, please. It's not disrespectful. I'm sure for...
Then even if she chose to wear her engagement ring, that's her choice.
The same way it's Kenya's choice to ask the question. She only asked the question. Why did she kept on pushing it? But it was a one-time thing.
You do know, like they said in the questions when they was at that dinner table, and I asked Kenya, why do you always coming after women that's married? Mm-hmm. She said it's her business.
Okay.
No, it's not.
She said it's her hobby.
You need to get rid of that hobby.
No, she said it's her hobby. But this is the thing. At the end of the day, she did not come for her. She came for her once, right? And then this girl just, pick up this beef and roll it up on her head and started coming for her every goddamn time they meet. That's unfair. Even on her confessionals, she's talking about Kenya.
I mean, what do I
every
expect?
day.
This is coming from someone who don't ever think they're wrong. So
I'm sorry?
Hmm?
What did you say?
I said this is coming from someone who don't ever think they're wrong. So I mean, hey,
Who?
Kenya don't ever think she's wrong. Sometimes you don't ever think you're wrong.
What do you mean?
So,
I take responsibility.
Of
Don't say
course-
that. No, don't do that. I take
of
responsibility.
course, you guys are
No,
gonna.
no.
You're
I
gonna.
do, I do take
you're gonna-
responsibilities where it makes sense.
Well, I guess this don't ever make sense to me because Kenya is wrong.
She is not wrong in any way, and there is no way you will sit here and say she's wrong. That is just a borderline bullshit.
I beg ye,
Yeah, you will beg.
but you will not be pardoned.
Whatever, child. But hey, that's our 2 cents on today's episode. Just to know, really, you know what? You're not sitting on this couch next time you come here because you're sitting on this couch right now and you're just doing whatever.
I got comfortable.
You got comfortable. This is the last time. Enjoy it.
I got comfortable.
Enjoy it to the fullest. All right, guys. So this is our thoughts on the Real Housewives of Atlanta so far. We are 3 episodes in for the season 16. If you have your thoughts on anything, please do let us know by taking to our comment section to drop your thoughts, your opinions, and ideas. And we will see you at next time because this is the View Reality.
Now, what else is going on?
Okay.